With King Von growing up in the streets of Chicago and having multiple run-ins with the law, his odds of obtaining massive wealth was extremely low. But with the help of Lil Durk signing Von to OTF for his raw and real music style, his music career would skyrocket and he would grow a net worth of over $3.5 million. This has only continued to grow larger since passing away, as starting out with Von's jewelry collection, King Von loved getting any iced out chains and watches that he can get his hands on. He was a regular at a store known as Icebox, as after receiving his biggest paycheck for his music, he would end up commissioning Icebox to create his iconic O-Block pendant with a massive Cuban link chain, running him over $125,000 for the piece. King Von would even look after the rest of his crew on his trip to Icebox, where he would end up buying 10 smaller versions of the O-Block chain to give out to his boys.
Ain't nobody that is got him, man. He gonna let old. Grab light out the sweet up for now.
Real VV, stupid man.
Even though Von's music career to the public was very short-lived, his life inside of O-Block was respected by everybody on his team, so much that once Von sadly passed, other members said that no one was able to get another O-Block chain like Von, so that he would always have the biggest one.
I just feel like nobody should get the big O-Block chain, because I feel like that'd be, bro, just let him have that, you see what I'm saying? Like, let him have the big O-Block chain. That's like legendary, so he should be the only one that had that chain. Nobody shouldn't go get it after him or nothing like that, you see what I'm saying? But yeah, like, he the only one, like, he deserved that chain. Like, that's, I don't know, cause you know he ain't here no more, so it's like I just feel like nobody shouldn't get that chain. Like,
alongside his O-Block chain, he would constantly rep his diamond OTF chain while out in public. He had it commissioned for another $25,000, as after buying his diamond chains, Von also wanted to buy some luxurious watches. The first watch he would ever purchase would be none other than a Rolex Datejust 41, customizing it with a special green dial and completely icing out the piece with diamonds. This Rolex costed him over $50,000 for the piece, as not only 2 months later, King Von would then pick up an AP Royal Oak 41. This was for his hit song titled The Code with Polo G. Once again, he encrusted the piece with diamonds all over, costing him another $100,000 to the collection. But his most expensive watch in his collection is the AP Royal Oak. This is once again covered in diamonds, and it resells for $250,000. While these are some very interesting pieces, that's still without even mentioning his multiple of others, like his throwaway $35,000 Cartier Santos, his iced out Rolex Datejust for $30,000, and his $150,000 Patek Nautilus. But just after King Von's sad passing, Asian Doll would end up having a customized King Von piece made to remember him by, spending over $80,000 to commission the piece. It's a replica of King Von wearing a Burberry shirt that is covered in diamonds. Aside from purchasing expensive jewelry for himself, King Von would always look out for the ones around him, as right when his music career took off with his first ever paycheck, he would end up purchasing his mother's old car off, getting rid of it, and then buying her a brand new Mercedes-Benz, giving her also a ton of cash, buying her a house, where he would then announce in a tweet, "I bought my mama the new Benz, I paid her old car off, and now I'm waiting for the approval of the new house for her. The best son in the world, the prize goes to." For real though, this is all a street guy has ever wanted to do, make their OG proud, and I gave her $20,000 too. King Von ended up closing on the new house for $800,000, and he would show it off on Instagram Live.
Hey, look what I bought my mom in that big. Broke. Stop playing. And she got the pond about to aggress off the president. Man, how your mama how look? Go ahead, put your mama little house up there so I can flex on you. See, she gonna put a big couch I bought her right here. She gonna put that right there. She gonna put that big TV I bought her up there. So you want to put it over the fireplace. I'm like, man, that ain't gonna work over there, you know what I'm saying?
As King Von loved giving to his family, and he was also in the middle of getting his sister a new Range Rover, but sadly he passed away. This is then when 21 Savage stepped in to follow through on Von's plan, and ended up buying King Von's sister the vehicle she has always wanted. He would then release to Twitter, "I never speak on stuff like this because I don't do it for the internet, but y'all are being way too disrespectful. I knew Von's sister Kayla before I knew Von. She's always talked to my little brother. Von was already planning on purchasing the gift for her birthday, but due to his untimely passing, he wasn't able to finish, so all I did was finish what he started. I told Kayla when he passed that I had her for life, and I meant it."
I'm so happy. I love him. Y'all don't know what I was going through to try to get this car. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. He bought me a car.
Which, speaking of vehicles, you need to see what King Von was driving in before sadly passing. His first vehicle he ever purchased was a $400,000 Rolls-Royce Wraith. The Wraith is one of the most luxurious rides in the entire world, being an extremely laid-back vehicle to relax in because it has the highest technology installed into a vehicle ever. It's equipped with a turbocharged V12 engine, and despite its large frame, it can accelerate to 60 miles an hour within 4 seconds. But the special part of the ride is its signature starlit ceiling that lights up the interior of the car during the nighttime. While having the luxurious coach doors that open up backwards to enter in the ride, this vehicle is an absolute dream.
How you up to that?
But Von would continue his car collection with the purchase of a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for $90,000. Powered by a supercharged V8 engine, the Camaro hits a top speed of 198 miles an hour while going 0 to 60 in only 3.5 seconds. While the Wraith was Von's daily driver, he'd often ride out in the Camaro whenever he wanted to go very fast. However, for King Von's birthday in 2020, he was gifted an SRT Hellcat costing $80,000. The Hellcat lines up pretty close to the Camaro, but it tops out at 203 miles an hour instead. With the last car in King Von's collection, it would be another Rolls-Royce, this time purchasing the Cullinan for $380,000. This has a lot of similar features compared to King Von's Wraith. However, this ride would end up being gifted to Lil Durk as a thank you gift for starting his music career by signing him to OTF. But this would not be the only gift that King Von has purchased Lil Durk, because with King Von signed to OTF and Lil Durk's label, King Von's music ended up going viral after his passing, meaning that Lil Durk made a lot of money off of the new streams coming in on Von's music. Rather than pocketing the money that Von's music was generating him, Lil Durk would go out of his way to purchase diamond-covered chain pendants to remember his late cousin Newski, as well as a massive, beautiful diamond chain to remember King Von by.
Y'all know that V-Roy Newski D-Thing. Y'all know where they at, man. Music, man.
You know Jury, you know this.
The Cuban link. Water. Shout out Izzy.
As he ended up getting the pendant made for $35,000, finishing with white diamonds attached to it on a top of a gold frame. When it comes to chains, he would also purchase a massive 705-gram Cuban link. After purchasing the diamond chain, Lil Durk did the right thing, handing over the small bit of royalties that he had on King Von's music with the OTF label and giving them to his family as well as his children, which will give King Von's family passive income for the rest of their lives.